Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is October the 18th, 2021. You probably clicked on this video because you want to know if the United States stock market is imminent for a crash. Guess what? I've been predicting the market in the stock market for a while now, and I wanted to show you all real quick as to what I'm noticing on the price chart for the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, as well as the Dow. We can get an idea as to whether or not we're really going to see a imminent crash, or can we expect the price in these three indexes to continue to go up. So make sure before I break that down, if you guys appreciate my videos and my content, hit me up. Make sure you keep it locked in here because I'm here to make sure that we all can predict where price is going to go so that we can be in position and win the unconfusing way. This is what we're all about here. So make sure you hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to our channel. You guys can literally tell that the expectation into the market over the last couple of times, we already did a price prediction for these three indexes. The last update that we did was actually on May 31st, 2021. We did an update video. You guys can check it out. It is still available in our playlist of us expecting the market in these three indexes to go up. And literally, you guys can tell that that has been the price. That has been the case of us seeing the market on these three indexes to go up. Right here was the last video we've done. Okay. We were still playing the strength in the market in the NASDAQ. Cool. You guys can literally tell that we got our expectations out the market. 10.19% was ultimately tagged right here. Oops, excuse me. Was tagged out right here. The week of July the 19th, 2021 is when we got that 10% out the market. We was already there. We were already expecting the market in the NASDAQ to go up. So that's cool. That is done. That is over. Let me give you all the updated price prediction to the market in the NASDAQ. Many people, right, are looking for a crash. I mean, all you had to do is type in YouTube. That's pretty much one of the most clickable thumbnails you guys would get in the market, is people are expecting the market to crash. Now, that is very undefinitive. You cannot define that as to what would equate it to crash. Some people say 10%, some people say 20%. Others may say even 30-40% movement to the downside is equivalent to a crash. Well, let's just take a look, see the market is even hinting at a crash, because right now, I mean, looking at this from a weekly perspective in the NASDAQ, I don't see a crash about to happen. Nope, I don't see it yet. Now, one of the biggest things that I'm noticing as well that would keep us in line with adhering to a crash would be seeing the price in the NASDAQ hold 14,400 points. That's the closest area that the market is willing to hold support. So as long as that's the case, as long as the price in the NASDAQ holds 14,400 points, the price is anticipated to continue to go up. Okay, so let me see this on the monthly time frame, because the next support area is actually a pretty stronger area of support, which is down here. Okay, around 14,000 points. Okay, so I'm going to hold that there. Now, last month was pretty worrisome, right? We got 11 days and 11 hours left on this current monthly price bar for October. And if we close toward the high of the bar, then the market is still going to go up. It's just that simple. And as we've already seen the market hold 14,400 points in the NASDAQ, we still got some upward movement to contend with. The market is still anticipating upward price movement in the NASDAQ. It's just that easy. It's just that simple. So what I'm going to do for the NASDAQ is I'm going to anticipate the market in the NASDAQ to go up. Okay, I'm still expecting the market in the NASDAQ to give us some upward strength. Now, our first area of support, okay, is going to be around 14,400 points. That's the first area of support. Now, I can literally see the market in the NASDAQ try to come here and bank off support here. Okay, around 14,000. So even if we were to see the price come all the way down to 14,000 points, I'm cool, because I understand that this is where the market can also find more buyers and interest, and then the market will resume back up to higher prices. So even if the market in the NASDAQ was to come all the way down to here and I see strength, then I still know that we're on course to see this market price in the NASDAQ go up. Okay, so that's the NASDAQ. Still playing the strength into the market in the NASDAQ now. How high can we go? Obviously, we need to be prepared to eat out the market at the last point of all-time highs, right? We need to be prepared to eat out the market around 15,600 points, at around 3.5%, right? It's not a lot. It's decent. We could take that and move on to the next opportunity, because we don't want to become greedy, especially when we're trading at all-time highs arena. Okay, but I'm going to bring it up there towards like 16,000 points, which gives us around 6% movement to the upside from where we are at currently. Okay, now I'm definitely going to pay attention to this area right here for restriction. Okay, right there. Okay, if the market in the NASDAQ gets rejected at 15,435 points and we get more selling, more weaknesses to come through, we might need to cut the play. We might need to not expect the price to go up and take the opposite end of the trade right there. So I just want to pinpoint that to you all as well too on this video. Okay, now let's go on and move on to the next index, which is going to be the S&P 500. Okay, so check this out. You guys can see it even here on the weekly time frame in S&P. We did the expectation of the market in the S&P 500 to go up, right here, May the 31st. And we got that on the week of, the market came and took out our ultimate TP price on the week of July the 19th, 2021, 4.8%. Okay, so now again, pretty much the same situation, just like in the NASDAQ. The S&P 500 is giving us the same type of depiction. This area right here is the closest area of support for us in the market in the S&P 500, around 4,300 points. As long as that's the case, guess what? Exactly, we're expecting the market to go up in price. Okay, now this is the other area, around 4,200 points, for us to maintain the upward momentum in the S&P 500. Okay, so let me bring this down here a little bit towards there. So this is our area of support going forward for the rest of 2021, going into 2022. Now, again, those are the two areas that I'm concerned with. As long as price in the S&P 500 holds these two lines, I'm good. I'm still expecting the market to go up in the S&P 500. Namely, if we're able to hold 4,300 closer to where price currently is, that's the best outlook. That's the best outcome that we could get. If we break 4,300, then it's going to be less likely for us to continue to move up in price. Okay, so I just want to give you that too. So now I'm looking for the price or the points in the NASDAQ to continue to go up to, just like in the NASDAQ, just like I'm looking for the S&P 500 to go up in price as well. Okay, now just like in the NASDAQ situation, we need to make sure that we eat off the market right here at the all-time high spot. That's about 2.19%, right? At least bag some of this profit out the market, because trading at all-time highs, you just don't know to where the market's going to reverse course of going up and coming back down. So we need to make sure that we eat off the market right there, and then ultimately maybe 4,800 points in the S&P 500. Okay, so that's the S&P 500. Now let's go ahead and look at the Dow. So you guys can tell here, even in the Dow, right here on May the 31st, we did an update video playing the strength into the market. Okay, now we didn't get the ultimate TP price in the Dow. We came shy around 35,520 points. Okay, so if we were to get out the market now from our prediction in May, that's about 4.16%. Cool, done. Now you guys can see that these spikes, these moves to the downside in the Dow, is hugging up around 33,760 points. That is telling us as well that that is the market support right now. Okay, so we're going to continue to watch that. Just like in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, it's giving us the same type of information. What about on the monthly time frame? Monthly time frame, this is the biggest area of support right there, around 33,000 points. Okay, now let's say that today was the last day of October, right? And this is what we're getting right now into the market in the Dow. This is massively bullish, right? For us to see the market last month close down, and for us to come back up to the highs, letting us know that the market still wants to do what? Exactly, still wants to go up. So we're going to simply follow the market. The market is giving us the dictation as to where it's trying to go. Everyone who is involved in the S&P 500, in the NASDAQ, even in the Dow, is telling us what their expectations are every day that they come in and put on a position. So we're going to continue to play that out into the Dow as well. The market is still reflecting that it wants to go up in price. Okay, now this is the ultimate area of support right here. Okay, which is 5% to the downside. If we ever see the market come down to these lows in the NASDAQ, in the S&P 500, even in the Dow, and we still see weakness, we're going to have to readjust this prediction. It's just that simple. So we won't be nervous when we see the market come all the way down to these numbers, to these price levels, because we already know, hey, if we come down here and we still see weakness, we need to take the opposite end of the trade, because the market is definitely showing us that the overall weakness is still present. But currently that is not being seen on the charts. So we're going to continue to play the strength in the Dow as well. Okay. Now, this out of the three indexes, the Dow is probably the weakest one. The NASDAQ is the strongest. S&P 500 is about in between. So for us, where would you think the profitability need to be had at, right? We're literally there now. About 1.3%. That's about it. That's how weak the Dow is compared to the other two indexes. But we got to get it. I mean, that literally can be the stoppage of price going up in the Dow. So right before the market goes down, we need to grab that 1.3%. It's not even a lot. But again, the name of the game is to take the bag before the market goes against you. So we'll do that there. Now, I don't know what the other price targets are for the other analysts, you know, the people who continue to watch out in the Dow, what their end of year price targets are. But we're going to continue to play this. Maybe 5.8%, around 37,000. Some people might even try to see the Dow hit 40,000. I'm not necessarily sure, but we're going to be conservative in our analysis and just expect the market to try to come up here towards 38,000 points. All right. Now, is it going to happen by the end of this year? Who knows? Maybe begin to have 2022, first quarter, second quarter of 2022. That is yet to be seen. But as of now, you know, the idea is that these three indexes are still trying to go up in price. So I really don't see that a stock market crash is imminent. I don't see it on the charts yet. Now, many people are going to get you to do these videos. They're going to get you to click on them to try to get that fearful emotion out of you. But these three indexes is showing us a different depiction that the market is still trying to go up. Okay. Now, this is how you're able to be calm and stable in your mentality whenever you come and participate in the market. It's because the answers are already here. There's no one here trying to trick you. There's no one here in the market trying to manipulate you. It is already here on the charts. You just have to interpret it correctly. And once you do that, you can actually understand where the market is headed. So this is it. I just wanted to come in and give you my ideas to whether or not the stock market is heading towards a imminent crash based off the weekly time frame on these three indexes. No, it's not happening right now. But again, we're going to continue to pay attention to the support area that I identified on these charts. And I'm done. That's it. Now it's your turn. Do you think a stock market crash is imminent? I mean, let me know based off your analysis in these charts on these three indexes. Are you seeing a stock market crash approaching? It's just that easy. It's just that simple. Drop me a comment right now and let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.